Happy Independence Day, everybody. This is just a normal Tuesday gallery video on the 4th of July because we are celebrating a huge giveaway sponsored by Coral Vault. I gotta catch my breath. $2,300 worth of corals we're giving away. 2 grand prize winners will each win hand-picked corals selected by Tyler worth $1,000 each. Stay tuned to this video to see how to enter. Okay, well, luckily it's a cooler day, and it actually arrived at a decent hour. Half the time, these arrive so late, and I don't know how Live Aquaria packages their stuff. I'm hoping they put an ice pack, but it was shipped overnight, and it was a little cooler last night. It's less than 100 today, so I don't know. I'm hopeful. Really, I just want to see if it's super hot. I'm hoping it's not too hot because this is full of snails, and I think a couple conches even. Let's look. Please don't be dead. Please have a cooling pack in here. Soon, Live Aquaria. Okay, here's one cooling pack. It's not hot. That's good. The other time when I got Ben's Nem stuff, it was hot. This one, still a little coolness in it. So that makes me feel hopeful. What do we got here? Seraph. 25 Seraph. They look healthy and fine. We are just going to put them all in here. Seraphs, 25 Seraphs. Hey, I don't have the good mic on, sorry. You guys just deal with all the background noise. What's this one? Masseria Super, 5 of them. Red tip hermit crabs. Oh, that one's definitely dead. Narite snails, 5. Are they okay, I hope? We got the conch dwarf hermits. 25 pack conehead. What is the water right now? 73, so 74. I'll leave them here for a few hours, and then we'll put them in. And then, can you guys see? I'm going to talk about this in a second, but just look at how bad the outbreak is. I mean, woo. When we talk about ugly stages, wow, this is just nasty. I forgot I wanted to test the temperature. Perfect, 76.6. And FedEx, good job FedEx, you actually delivered it on time. You said before noon, and it actually arrived before noon and not 5 o'clock, so good job, guys. Well, there's quite a few things that are on my list of things to do that I just don't really want to do, and I want to get this stuff in, and the Live Aquaria shipment arrived, and it arrived alive, and everything looks pretty healthy, so I'm just going to drip acclimate it. But again, I'm not going to do like one of those really slow drip acclimations, because if I do a slow drip acclimation, this room here is 79 degrees, so the temperature will just rise back up. So I'm going to do a super fast drip acclimation, and then I think tomorrow, I don't think I have time today, tomorrow we'll go through and we'll clean off all the macroalgae, and I noticed that a few of the Gracilaria have pulled off, and I think one of the Codium also pulled off from where it was, so I'll try to poke it back into place as well. So I don't know, let's just go try that. Sorry guys, I don't have my good mic on, so it's going to peak. I'm going to try to talk quietly. But do you see that there? You probably can't even recognize it. Do you remember I had this green bubble tip? Not this one. This is the watermelon anemone, but this one back here was a green one, and it was sick, and then it looked better and better and better, and then look what happened. Over the course of a few days, even though it was getting better for weeks, it just completely disintegrated. No idea why. I just don't have any luck with the green anemones. This is the only sort of green one left, and I don't know how well it's gonna do. Hey everybody, a really quick break. You guys know I don't normally plug myself or my company, but I'm sure you guys have heard there's been some news that Bulk Resupply has purchased Marine Depot, and what that means for me is my company's primary source of income is now gone. I still don't know what the future holds with Bulk Resupply as of the filming of this video, but I do know that the affiliate commissions are going to be gone for the short term at least. So we're asking for your help. If you have ever found our stuff valuable, You know we've never charged for any of our videos, any of our content, and I have one employee, Max, and Max works for me 20 hours a week, but as of now, I won't be able to keep him on for 20 hours a week, and I'd really want to because he does some great work, some great blogs, and a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that you don't see. So we're launching our Patreon. If you scroll directly down below, you will see a link that says Patreon, and we're doing this so we can have better interactions with the community, make up for a lot of that lost income from Marine Depot, and to keep Max on board, but we need your help to do it. We have 3 tiers. We have the $1.99 tier, the $4.99 tier, and the $9.99 tier. Whatever you can afford, we would greatly appreciate it. And as a thank you, here are some of the bonuses you get. The first and biggest one is we're gonna do a free giveaway at My First Fish Tank every single month just for the Patreon subscribers. If you subscribe at level 1, $1.99, you'll get 1 automatic entry. If you subscribe at the $4.99 level, you'll get 3 automatic entries. And if you subscribe at the $9.99 level, you will get 7 automatic entries. We're also gonna have perks such as early release videos. All of our videos that are gonna go live for Tuesdays or Fridays, you will get access to early as a Patreon member. We're gonna have special priority chat communities just for Patreon members. We're also gonna have exclusive content, at least once a month, probably a lot more than that, where we take you behind the scenes, show you content that nobody else will ever get except if you're a Patreon member. So if you have found My First Fish Tank helpful, now's the time to act to kind of help us get through this rough patch. All the money we make just goes right back into the business, and we didn't really make much money before, but now that Marine Depot is gone, it's very low, and I really, really want to keep Max on board, but we can't do it without your support. So if you've ever found our content helpful, now's your time to show your appreciation, sign up for the free giveaways, get the early release content, and get the Patreon only content. Just scroll down, click on the Patreon link, or go to patreon.com and search for My First Fish Tank. Thank you guys for considering. You know, one of the most annoying things about drip acclimating and a little pet, I mean, it's not a pet peeve, it's just something that's just a reality, is that if I don't plan it ahead of time, when I pull the water out, all that happens is it just fills up with auto top off water. So I have to think ahead of time, double check, always double check the bottom of the bag, because oftentimes, especially when you get small things, they will stick in there and then you throw them away and they die. Helpful. I got a mix of algae eating snails, hermit crabs, sand sifting snails, detritivores, so on and so forth. So I have a conch for sifting the sand bed. I have a 25 Astrea snails for primary algae eating, 10 total hermit crabs, red and blue-legged, to help pick up small stuff. What else do I have? Oh, I have some small snails. I think they're nerite snails. And then I got a bag, I think, of 10 or 25 cerith snails as well. I got them all right here. I got them right here. So I'm just going to try to place them around a little bit so that, like, on the rock work, and except for like the ceriths, I don't really care what happens with the ceriths, but like, this is the only death that I saw was right here. I don't know if I can show you guys. It's going to be way too dark. Yeah, way too dark. Just a hermit. Everything else seems okay. Look at this little train of goodies. Woo! Oh, wearing my Hawaiian shirt is just not the best option because it's going to get wet. All right, now all the ceriths. Bundle Astreas. We'll see if they end up eating. I was told not to get the turbo snails because they would likely go after my macros. Oh, these little tiny hermit crabs are just so small. I can't grab them. So I've been meaning to pick this up for a long time. I haven't done it. I'm curious to know what you guys think, if you would have done it or not. The deal is, I have, what, 5 tanks now, and I don't know, well over $10,000 worth of gear that I've collected over the years. And with adding in the Seahorses soon and the other tanks, I mean, I don't have a ton of livestock right now, but I have thousands of dollars in livestock. It's a big purchase, and it's just not a sexy purchase, and I didn't want to buy it. But I convinced myself to buy it, and then, of course, after I bought it, I learned about this whole BRS purchasing Marine Depot, which means I'm basically out of a huge paycheck every month. But I guess I'm glad I bought it when I did, because I know I'll regret it if and when the time comes that I need it. And here's what I got. See? I got this huge 5,000 watt. Here, let me flip you around. Okay, see, I got this huge inverter generator. It was over $1,000, right? And I got it because, okay, so it has 5,000 watts. So I was doing all the math on what I need, and I need to be able to not only power my tanks, which this is way overkill, but I need to be able to keep the room air conditioned because, you know, the average high here in the summer is 107 degrees, and some days it's a lot more than that. So I can't go a few hours with my Seahorse, and they just won't survive. So I hated buying this. I don't know. Would you guys have done this? Because this was $1,000, and then I had to get all these extension cords for a couple $100, and gas cans and some oil. But I'm figuring that, you know, worst case scenario comes, we'll be able to keep one of our rooms cool, the fish room, and run all the tanks. But it was just not the best timing for losing my work with Marine Depot. But at least we have it now, and if we never use it, fine. If we do, it's there. It will likely save all the livestock. Okay, you've made it this far. It's time to announce the Coral Vault Coral giveaway. If you are new to the channel, take this time to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe, and let's tell you about how to win. First of all, who's eligible? Well, unfortunately, we can only make it eligible to the lower 48 states because we will be shipping you live corals if you're one of the 2 grand prize winners, or a gift card if you're not. So if you live anywhere outside of the lower 48 states, I'm sorry, but this giveaway just isn't for you. Prize is Coral Vault is the 100% donor here, and what we're going to do is we're going to have 3 runner-up prizes. Each of those runner-ups will receive a $100 gift card to Coral Vault to spend any way you want. And we're also going to pick 2 grand prize winners. Each of those winners will receive a hand-picked selection of corals from the owner Tyler at Coral Vault worth $1,000 and shipped directly to you. That's right. 2 winners will each win $1,000 worth of corals. So whether you've been in this hobby for a long time or you're looking to jumpstart your first tank, this giveaway is gigantic and we couldn't do it without Coral Vault. So how do you enter? There are 2 things you absolutely have to do to be entered. The first is scroll down, look below where it says giveaway. This will redirect you to Coral Vault's landing page. You put in your email address and you're good to go. The second thing you absolutely have to do is you have to be a subscriber to My First Fish Tank. So if you're not a subscriber yet, go ahead and subscribe. You can always unsubscribe after this giveaway's done if you don't like the stuff I'm making. But there are all sorts of bonus ways to enter. If you click that giveaway link below, there will be a few different options there to increase your chances to win. And not only that, but if you're generous enough to become a Patreon member and support My First Fish Tank, we will give you bonus entries based on the level. The $199 level, you get 1 bonus entry. The $4.99 level, you'll get 3 bonus entries, and the $9.99 level, you will get 7 bonus entries. Many ways to win for such a fantastic prize. So how long does this run? Well, today is the 4th of July, and we will close new entries on July 30th, Friday, July 30th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we are going to draw the 5 winners on Sunday, August 1st at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We will do it live, probably on Instagram, but maybe here on YouTube. And the winners will be contacted. You don't have to be present to win. We will shoot you an email if you are a winner. But please, please, please make sure you enter at Coral Vault by clicking the giveaway link below, and make sure you're a subscriber to the My First Fish Tank YouTube channel. Good luck, everyone. I already rinsed the arms. Like, I rinsed them a lot, and I rolled my sleeves up because these Hawaiian shirts that I like to wear in the summer, man, they dip in the water. So much gunk on this. I'm just going to take it out and just give it a rinse like that. Woo! Those are nasty. Ooh, look at all that stuff. Man, you should look at some of these. They're so awful. They're so covered. High school, I took a marine bio class, and I got scuba certified, and that kind of got the bug going. And we had a saltwater tank in our classroom, and I like to take care of it, and it was so bad. I mean, we had no idea what we were doing. It was awful. I went to the store once and I bought a random saltwater fish and I put it in, and the other fish like came and ate it. Actually, I wanted to start the hobby several different times, but I would get so overwhelmed. I would start out and I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much. I would just get really overwhelmed. And eventually I started my first tank. It was a Red Sea Reefer 170. I started in 2015, I think, 2015, and it was just I had some success, but I tinkered with it way too much. You know, and then I got dinos, and I got all these terrible things. And I was like, what is going on? You know, I'm using this rock called Cornerstone. Fantastic, by the way. It's super lightweight, and I love the color, but it doesn't have a lot of crevices and pores. So when it comes to pushing the gracilaria and the codium into the rockwork, it's a little bit challenging to get it in there. I'm having an issue with the dosing of this tank, mainly because the ugly stage, the diatoms came so fast, and I was dosing the neophos and the neonitrate and the Cato and I was getting zeros whenever I was testing, 0, 0. And then all of a sudden, boom, overnight, just huge amounts of diatoms. And the problem is I need to keep dosing the tank enough to provide food for the macroalgae, but I don't want to dose too much because then I'm just going to feed the diatoms and possibly some hair algae. So I'm playing this like middle game right now, trying to strike this balance, and I don't know if I'm doing it well or not. It's obviously just a huge learning curve for me. All right, let's do the par check. Let's just test. I know it's probably fine because Tyler uses these, but I just want to double check to make sure. So let's see here. Start with the corner. The far corner is 107, and these are at 100. Back corner, 82. Middle front, 131, 91, 63. Extreme top here is 228. That's a lot. And here at the base of the rock where most of the macro is, 158. That still seems like a lot, doesn't it? You guys think I should turn that down? I just worry I'm gonna like get way too many nuisance algae growing. 161, let's try the front of the rock. 142, how about down here? 125, 123. So really, at the center of the tank, mid-level, we're 157. So I don't know, that seems really high to me. I don't wanna forget this. For those of you who are interested in doing your own Seahorse tank, I really want to do this right. And so somebody left a comment on one of my recent videos and said, hey, why don't you add some livestock right now while you're waiting? It'll help with the cycle. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Let me contact my Seahorse expert, Felicia. And so I went to Live Aquaria and I was looking at the things I'm going to buy. And I had about 1,000 questions. And I would have bought so many wrong things. And so I want to share with you what you should not buy and what you should buy when starting out a Seahorse tank. Evidently, you can add more fish after the Seahorse have grown a little bit and have settled in, but oftentimes free swimming fish can spook the small seahorses especially. So here's what I said. I said, quick question, can I add some docile fish or shrimp? And she says, totally. Shrimp goby pairs are great. So the pistol shrimp and the goby, that will pair up. Really, any of those two are totally fine. And then I said, what about sand sifting goby? Are hawkfish too aggressive? Dartfish? And Felicia says this, ready? She says, no hawkfish yet. Don't add a sand sifter, obviously, because it's too early to add a sand sifter because the tank's not mature enough. Her concern with swimming fish initially is that the seahorses might be spooked by them at first. I like to see the seahorses get acclimated to their surroundings first. It's tough on the little guys, meaning the little seahorses who are raised in empty vats with a few hitching posts to suddenly be put in a tank with all sorts of fast fish. She said firefish, maybe small cardinals might be slow enough not to scare them, but why risk it, really? And then I said, okay, what about skunk cleaner shrimp? And she says, cleaner shrimp are kind of a no-no. I would never have known that. Especially with seahorses, especially with the babies, they freak them out and pick too hard. So I was like, oh, they're not gonna hurt anything, but they can scare them. So don't add cleaner shrimp, but peppermint shrimp are okay to add. And that was it, okay? So those are the tips. Remember, no free swimming fish really until the seahorses get bigger, no cleaner shrimp, but a really good first addition would be a goby pistol shrimp pairing.